Hello, monsters abound here. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 9 of my Wood Elf campaign. This is kind of the last throw of the dice for Tillians. Everything they can muster in the defence of Zarak-Zil, their last settlement. Of course, we've got Orion's classic army in the distance here, and on the left flank we've got the Way Watchers, the Deepwood Scouts and Legolas cosplayers. On the right flank, the Hawk Riders have already been sniping out some of these knights. Now they're going to be a problem for us, so I'm going to snipe them out now. Pick them off on the left flank with the Hawk Riders, and there's some more knights on the right, and we're doing the same with the Way Watchers, Legolas cosplayers, sorry. And they are raining fire down. Obviously they can remain hidden while firing, so that's pretty good. So they're going to be doing a lot of damage to these Empire Knights. Health dropping very rapidly, and they're entirely safe in the Deepwood Scouts. They would be visible if they fired, so we're going to wait until they're a little bit closer to do that, so they don't charge towards us. On the left flank, the Hawk Riders really just... Those Empire Knights pretty much dead. They are no longer any use to the enemy army. I mean, despite being the last throw of the dice, there are quite a few Tillians here. They seem to be able to gather quite a horde very, very quickly. However, they're in range of the archers now, so the archers are going to open fire.
None shall live.
Lovely multicoloured rain of death. Love it.
To battle! Bring weapons to bear!
On the left flank, Legolas cosplayers and Deepwood Scouts fleeing from the approaching forces. The Empire Knights have pretty much been wiped out. We're going to concentrate some more fire on them. To be honest, I'm wondering if they're too accurate. I have noticed that they tend to concentrate on one unit, and I'm wondering if maybe the Stillfaith Overhaul has tuned their accuracy to be so good, because obviously Wood Elves are accurate and accuracy is good, without thinking that maybe some scatter is actually kind of useful.
Feel the power! Death to the enemy!
Now we're going to concentrate on their range units, try and take those down. They've got quite a few units of crossbows. What remains of their infantry is now heading towards our lines, but the Eternal Guard are there to protect our Glade Guard. However, we do have a number of units heading around the left flank. That's less than ideal. However, we have cast Prey of Anathrama on this unit of swordsmen, so that's the Dido's ability. That makes them reduce their resistance to missile fire and locks them in place, so basically makes them a sitting target. And that's what happens when you then target that unit with missile fire. It basically just evaporates. It's gone. Orion is messing up these halberdiers. He did chase off the enemy lord. I think it was two of the enemy lords. Hawk Riders are in a little bit of trouble. The Dryads have got absolutely wrecked. Those Dryads are god awful. I need to get rid of them. Valnal, on the other hand, is standing strong, is wrecking face. Good job, Valnal. Our missile exchange with the enemy crossbowmen is very much one-sided. And it's our side. A unit of swordsmen managed to get in combat with the Glade Guard, but Legolas cosplayers and Deepwood Scouts have basically just, picked them to pieces by shooting into their rear. And now they're targeting these halberdiers and swordsmen. And they're now running. In goes Orion's Hounds as well. I was a little bit worried it was going to come back and hit my own unit, but thankfully it's actually done the good thing of going and killing more humans. Talking of killing humans, looks like the last few who were standing and fighting are breaking and running. I think it's just this unit of crossbows still trying. They've managed to kill one. I mean, it's not great. And they're now routing, and our archers moving forward, chasing down anyone who can't run fast enough. Massive human casualties, and actually fairly light elf casualties there, so that I'm fine with that. And we have killed most of that army. We could release the captives, but it's only going to give us 112, so I guess a lot didn't get away. I guess we'll kill them then. So Ugo Bruno is down. Poor old that guy. And I think we'll just capture the city, and that should be the end of Tilia. There we go. Faction destroyed. Good job. And we have... Now, I think I need more money, so I'm going to get cash, and public order here's a bit of a problem because we're right next door to Skaven Blight with the Skaven corruption. So the public order would help the garrison again because it's right on our sort of the edge of our borders. And I have been thinking about this. Now, which way to expand next? Because, I mean, to the east we've got the dwarves, and the dwarves are all pretty much buddy-buddy with each other.
True friend of the Ungrund clan.
And they also kind of like us. So I'm thinking maybe... Oh, come on. It's deteriorating. They have an aversion towards us, but they do like the fact that we attack the Broken Nose and the Skull Takers. So there is that. So we could potentially make friends with them.
To war! It is time.
Or, you know, maybe not. But I probably don't want to go to war with them. On the other hand, will I be drawn into a war with them by one of the Wood Elf factions? I mean, we do have the top knots down here, which are a bit of a problem. Now, what I was wondering was if I leave the dwarves to as is, maybe I just go on a little sea voyage down to the south down here. It looks to be, ruins. I guess there's a whole bunch of beastmen down here. I mean, that could work for us. We could recapture those cities. They'd be freebies for us, so that'd be quite a good idea, maybe. Plus, one of these down here is one of these quests. Not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one. Sorcerer's Island, no. Fuming Serpent, where's that? Or was it Sorcerer's Island? Yes, Sorcerer's Island. So Sorcerer's Island has a large deposit of amber, which would give us 8 amber if we were to capture it. Now that would be quite nice to have. So we could potentially do that. It would mean leaving the old world though, and that would mean leaving Blackie over here to his own devices, which could be a bad idea. If we get attacked, we can't really respond very quickly. That's the only problem. Orion, you have a skill point. I think we're going to go with... I mean, more speed for the entire army can only be good things. We'll get that. Val, now, you have... we're going to give you... Foe Seeker? So we're going to give you evasion, because that's going to give you more melee defense and speed. So that seems like a pretty good idea. We're going to heal up fairly quickly there. What I might do is change out some of these units, because like the Dryads are just garbage. Absolutely rubbish. So maybe I want to get some slightly better units. I mean, I could also upgrade the Oak of Ages. I quite like that idea. Only problem is, it would leave me with 0 amber. Well, For the Cloak of Aisha, I do need 3 Sisters of the Thorn, so I can recruit those. I believe I can recruit those. Yes, I can. They are quite expensive, though. So if I get 3 of them, I could do Orion's Quest. I've never done Orion's Quest. I don't know what the next part of it is, but... Okay, well let's upgrade the Oak of Ages.
Protector of the Oak.
Orion, I think, is going... What do I want to do with you? We've currently got a non-aggression with the Skaven. I could potentially go after Bill Bailey. Just as a thing while we recruit the Sisters of Thorn. And then I could maybe head south. I mean, there's a 2 amber settlement right there. Doing Orion's quests will also give us amber. On the other hand, we could end up with at war with the dwarves anyway. Only problem is, I think I'd probably get stomped by the dwarves. A bit worried about the top knots, but I think they're just chasing down the Skull Takers. I think they've come all this way just to kill them. It certainly looks that way anyway. Okay, so we've got the Sewer Guard of Mirag... Yep. Yep, secure the sewers, may as well. We've got stolen tech, that's fine. Orion is an engineer apparently for some reason. Good for you, Orion. You engineer the shit out of that. Good job. And we want 3 units. Oh, we're going to recruit 1 at a time. I mean, what we could do maybe to just get a bit of money, because you know we do need a bit of cash, is maybe kill these savage. I mean, maybe kill the top knots. Is that a good idea? They've got quite a lot of savage orc big uns. I mean, the Arab boys, no problem. Savage orcs, no problem. Savage orc big uns. I mean, none of them have got shields, but they do have 24% physical resistance.
Shield of Athelloren.
Which is, I mean, probably about as good as having a bronze shield, isn't it? So not great. And our missile damage is quite high. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna kill the top knots. If I go there, I think I'm in a fairly good place. And then we're recruiting Sisters of the Thorn. So it's going to take a little while because money-wise, which is why we need to kill this army to get some cash. We need to rough them up and steal their lunch money. That's basically what we're doing. And I'm totally okay with that. Hello. Twas, what are you doing in my forest, you little shit? You should realise that's a very bad idea. Oh, you're trying to get away? I mean, yeah, sure, die. And I will take the money, thanks very much. Ryan has Orc's Bane, plus 5 leadership when fighting against greenskins. Okay, so Top Knots did fight and win a battle against the Skull Takers, who are now dead. They've been wiped out. Which means we should be in a good place to go and finish off the Top Knots, or kill that army anyway, and get all the oodles of lovely money that will give us. And hopefully I won't kill my army doing it. It doesn't look like greenskins are doing very well in the Badlands. I think the Top Knots have only got one settlement or two settlements. Where are the Top Knots? Top Knots. Top Knots. Top Knots. Top Knots. There you are. Right, they've only got one settlement, so they're not really much of a threat. Right, Orion. You are going to have... we're going this... Okay, we're going to get Obscuring Canopy for the enemy hero success chance, and then Open Branches, assuming I don't forget. Dido, on the other hand, is going to get... Sword player, sure. Sure, that feels good. Let's do that. I'm going to declare war against the Top Knot, so I'm going to call my allies to help. Of course they're going to come and help me because I'm brilliant. And Top Knot's going to run away into the swamp. Come on. Excellent. Perfect. So we caught them, and this looks like very much in our favour. Although the auto-resolve is often... It lies. It lies to us. But still, I'm not overly concerned, and this should hopefully bring in quite a lot of money to recruit those Sisters of the Thorn that we need. I'm gonna be honest, I don't see Savage Orcs, I just see big bags of money. Riding boars. So they come, they're getting absolutely wrecked. Yeah, those boar riders just melting. They're gone. So that's one unit of boar riders dealt with. We still have a couple more heading on the flanks. Hawk riders concentrating fire. They do have some archers, but their missile damage is so pitiful it's not really going to be a problem. Our archers are now opening fire and having the desired effect, which is a lot of dead money bags. Because again, they're not Savage Orcs. They are big bags of money with tusks. Some ball boys moving on the right flank. Legolas cosplayers and the Deepwood Scouts being chased off from their forest. However, they do have the assistance of one of the Starfire Glade Guard. Obviously, Starfire doing maximum damage to Savage Orcs because it goes right through their physical resistance. So one unit of Savage Orc ball boy begins getting wrecked. And this unit has now been slowed down by that spell. They've only got a speed of 35 now. That's pitiful. So they're now pretty, you know, it's a turkey shoot, basically. Fish in a barrel. Got some more boys heading around the flank. Again, we're going to concentrate our fire on those. Pin them down with the Eternal Guard. Ryan has finished off Mash One Finger. That is their legendary lord. So he's off. No, look, they're coming back. They're coming back for a fight. They haven't finished with Orion. However, concentrated missile fire, it changes their mind pretty quickly. On our left flank, finishing off those Moor boys. More boys hitting up the distance. I think the Boar boys have been finished off. Yep, they've shattered and run. And now our Glade Guard and other ranged units can push forward, as is tradition, and, you know, kill anyone who's too slow to run away. Good, that's a lot of orcs dead, so hopefully big money. Yep, that looks good, and then we get some, we can release the captives some money, and then they're going to run into the swamp. Which I'm 100% fine with, because they are no threat anymore. They're not going to be an issue, and that's going to give us lots of money so that we can recruit a couple more Sisters of the Thorns. Let's get a couple of those in there. It's going to take 2 turns. And then we need to get those in Orion's army. Irario has got a skill point as well, and we're going to go for... let's go for Call of the Woods, because he's a rough, tough... He's a manly man elf. Big bulging blacksmith muscles, if you like that kind of thing. Think of that, if that helps. Good. And I don't think we can do anything else. We'll just end the turn. So we need to finish off the top knots, and then I'll head Orion northward so we can link up to get the Sisters of the Thorn and start the next part of the quest. I don't know what the next part of the quest is. I've never actually played Orion. Artois is in my forest. That's not ideal. Especially because they could be heading for... Where are you? Where do you think you're going, Top Knots?
Not for the kind heart of the Lady Ariel.
Oh, hello, Skaven. You want military access? You know what? Sure. Sure. I'm not sure if it's normal to be so friendly with a Skaven, but it's not the first time I've been friendly with a Skaven. It is the first time the Skaven haven't been absolutely bloody useless. Okay, we've got positive growth there. We can't actually catch up with them, which is a bit annoying, but I don't really think they're much of a threat. So, I mean, even if they attack Lucini, their army is so beaten up, they've not got a chance in hell. So, Valnal, you are going to have... Let's go Foe Seeker. And now this is a bit of a problem. Charlotte of the Braid. Damn it, Charlotte. What is your... Can I...
Whether chivalrous or not, I will strike you down.
Oh... Fine.
These are dark times.
You can reach it, can't you? Bugger. Okay. Let's just go here and set up an ambush. We can always recruit them, and I think we have plenty of time to recruit them. And Orion's going to move north. I don't think we're needed down here, to be honest. I think everything's generally fairly under control. Hopefully the top knots will go and die for me. This is when 3 top knot armies suddenly appear out of the fog of war. That's generally what will happen. I want to save some cash to get the Sisters of the Thorn. However, if I get the... I would like more Way Watchers, because those guys are friggin' amazing. They are very expensive though. I've got 25 ammo, 35 ammo, 25. Thing is, these guys are all very expensive, and I frankly can't afford them. So it's probably not actually worth building anything at the moment, because it won't actually come into any use for the moment. I would like the Great Hall. It's going to take a few more turns of growth, but it's not actually that far off. Maybe I can go and toy with Bill Bailey while Grimgall runts. What's Grimgall runts?
If I had my way, the wild hunt would trample you into the earth.
Okay, good words from Orion there. A non-aggression pact. Yeah, sure.
The mighty Deepwood welcomes you beneath its...
You're declaring war on me. Okay. I mean, I guess that kind of fixes that problem. I guess I'm going to kill them. Or maybe these guys are going to kill them for me because they suddenly just marched northwards. Okay, so we were spotted. It looks like Artois do not want to attack Iraro and the World Tree Garrison at the same time, which Which at least means I can hold them off until Orion turns up, so... War Grimgor. Arrow has had his ambush foiled, but that... I mean, that's okay. What's the garrison for King's Glade? That's very, very potent, so we don't have to worry.
At your service.
I could recruit Sisters of Thought, but they're going to be so sodding expensive.
I live to serve area.
So Leonesi declared war on me for some reason. Not 100% sure why, but that does mean that it looks like Daith is moving northward with everything he can muster, which is, you know, very nice. Thanks, Daith. You'll join me in Confederation, really? Can I demand money from you as well? Really? All right. Now that does mean that... Oh, so we completed that quest. Excellent. That does mean we're going to be spending a lot of money though, so we're going to have to disband one of these armies. So we've got... Ensure the following building has been constructed. Sky Crown Oak Walls. Within the perimeters of the forest secured, a relative sense of normality is restored to the forest. However, foulness still lurks beneath the trees, and Orion will see the source of it uncovered and eliminated. Reports reach the king that a herd of beastmen, using the confusion sown by the attack, slipped through the perimeter and defiled another waystone before he could intercept them. However, they used a hidden beast pass to slink back to the undergrowth, and with it all subtly they could muster out of sight. However, Orion and his scouts detected the foul and pestilent aura of dark magic at the site of the Beastman raid, an aura that could only belong to only one Beastman that Orion knows of, Morga. As ill an omen as it is that the Master of Skulls is abroad, the lingering magical detritus provides an opportunity. If it can be analysed and it can be traced, and the enemies of the elves can be brought to justice. To do this, however, the spell singers must be consulted. Okay.
Can I offer assistance?
You could. However, Findle is probably better suited. Now we do have... Oh, there's a lot of nice... Well, what Findle, what have you got? Okay.
At your service.
Let's get rid of... Findle, what? You're level 5. Does that mean... I could do that.
You called?
Yeah, I did. You, my dear, I'm afraid... not that. There. There we go.
Proud daughter of Athel Lauren.
I know, and it's wonderful that you're here.
Setting traps.
Did that work?
Locking pathways.
Maybe you can't do it this turn. Okay, well, never mind. Let's just disband that army. Right, that's a little bit better. Oh, there's two Sisters of the Thorn here, so we can probably use those. Let's get rid of all these guys because they're all too sodding expensive. We're also running out of amber. That's not ideal. What do we have here? So we've got the vineyard, that's fine. Got the Temple of Aisha, so that's actually, I quite like that. Eternal Watch Garrison. No, I'm tempted to just get rid of that. The Boyers, I don't think we need that there. And I think we're going to get rid of the Irie. Because, I mean, the Hawk Riders are... They're fine, but they're expensive. And also, they, for some reason, I've noticed this, they seem to take a bloody long time to open fire. You select a unit to attack, and they'll sit there for a good 10-15 seconds before they start firing. Once they start firing, it's relatively quick, but it just takes a long time to set up, so it kind of limits their usefulness. And the Great Eagles tend to just get chewed up very quickly, so I think we'll just get rid of that. Elven Court, I'll keep. Grove of the Horse. We've got one in King's Glade. Do I want to keep it though? Well, let's do that for the moment. I need that amber building because I'm struggling for amber at the moment. However, those 2 Sisters of the Thorn will come in useful. I don't think this... I wonder if we can catch them between our armies. Can Blackie and Findle together? I think we can catch him. In fact, what we're going to do is D'Artagnan. No, you're really in a weird place, aren't you? Okay, well let's get
How can I assist you? Finding pathways.
Arrow and then Findle, and we've caught them. It doesn't look particularly great for us, but to be honest, I'm not entirely sure why, considering we massively outnumber them and outclass them. So this should be a very, very easy fight, but I just don't like that. I mean, we should be able to auto-resolve it, but frankly, she's traipsed through my forest, so that kind of deserves death. Unfortunately, that's going to have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.